This is Road to SEA Games 2019.
It was both gold and silver for Team Singapore in the sport of figure skating at the last SEA Games outing in Kuala Lumpur. Yu Shuran and Tsui Ng ensured a 1-2 podium finish for Singapore, making history by clinching the first winter sport medals on offer in the history of the SEA Games. With regional competition intensifying this year, all eyes will be on silver medalist Tsui Ng and SEA Games debutant 15-year-old Pagiel Sng as Singapore looks to defend their figure skating crown in Manila. What made you start figure skating?
Well, I remember quite vividly. When I was younger, I'm not sure, maybe like 4 or something, I was watching the Olympics on the television and I saw someone do like the ice spin, which you will see me do at the end of my program, the spin when my leg goes all the way up to my face. And I looked at my mom and I was like, I want to do that. And from then on, I kept kind of asking her and eventually we kind of just got into it. And I haven't looked back since.
You took a gap year from sports school, I understand, earlier this year to head to Denver. What motivated you to make that move?
I think it was really just to really improve my skill-wise and to push myself to the next level. So I think that taking a gap year really allowed me to have the time and the training that I needed to really push myself to the top of the top.
We're going to relive the 2017 SEA Games for a bit, and you obtained the highest free skate score to finish second overall. What were your thoughts entering the competition back then, heading into the SEA Games?
I guess it's always been, to just put out the best performance that I'm capable of doing, really trust my training and then let it go from there, because the results will come as long as I just do what I'm capable of, I think. I was a little disappointed after the short for sure, because I had a higher personal best and I knew I was capable of more. So going into the long program, I just wanted to, give even more than my all, even though I had already given it, I guess you always push a little further. And getting the highest free skate score, it was kind of like redemption for me in the sense. And I was really happy to be able to, get a silver medal overall, coming from, third in the short. But so yeah, that's kind of how I felt going into it, and it's kind of similar again this year, I'd say.
You can share with us, what are your aspirations as a figure skater?
I think my aspiration as a figure skater in Singapore is mainly to grow the sport in Singapore, because Singapore is a tropical country, so winter sport is a very small sport, and I think my ultimate goal is to grow it and get more people involved in the sport and to really just bring awareness to it.
Speaking of this year's competition, this is only the second time that figure skating is being featured at the SEA Games. How will you be using the experience you had from the first time going into this year's competition?
Yeah, well, the SEA Games is kind of a really different experience from other competitions I go to, so I kind of have an idea and experience of what it was like last year, dealing with that kind of pressure and just the kind of expectations I have for myself, I guess. I think I'm just going to take the experience from last time and try to be calm and just trust myself, and we'll see how everything goes from there.
You'll be making your SEA Games debut this year, and what does it personally mean for you?
Personally, I think it's just all about going out there, having fun as always, because whenever you go to a competition, it's all about having fun, but it's also doing the best that I can and gaining that experience that I can further push myself forward and take in all the small things and put it into my training and my lifestyle to better improve myself as a person and as an athlete.
You won the bronze medal at the 2017 Merano Cup as well, I understand, and you were the first figure skater from Singapore to win a senior ladies medal in this ISU international competition. How special was that for you?
It meant a lot, actually. I think skating for me has, beyond the fact that I, skate for the love of the sport, it's also something that I want to do to represent my country to the best of my ability with. So being able to bring home a medal and being the first to be able to do that too was definitely something that meant a lot to me, for sure.
Maybe when you found out that actually you met the SEA Games qualification mark in Zagreb, Croatia, is it, I believe? How special did that moment feel for you?
Actually, when I first competed at Zagreb, I didn't actually know that I had made it. So only when I quite a few maybe a month after the competition, then I was informed that I had made it, and it really shocked me because I wasn't during the competition. I wasn't in the mindset that I was meeting this score or like aiming for this because I was having my own personal goals. But when the news came to me, I was really surprised, but also really happy because it meant that I could now not focus on making for it, but really performing at it and training out to it.
Representing Singapore, can you just tell everyone what does it personally mean for you? Especially for someone who was born in Singapore, you're not always in Singapore. Yeah. What's the feeling like?
You said it all. Like, I was born here and it's my birth country, so being able to represent my country and in a sport that I love so much is really a rare opportunity, something I'm very grateful for, and it means a lot to me because, not everyone has an opportunity like this, and I just want to beyond making I don't want to just make my family, and it's beyond making my family proud and myself. I also want to make my country proud of me too, because it's home and I love home.
What does it personally mean for you to represent Singapore?
Personally, to represent Singapore is a huge privilege. Not everyone gets to do that, and it's a very big honor that I have, and it allows me to show the fighting spirit that Singapore always had. And as a small country, it's always overlooked, but we as a country, we need to come together as always and always show that when we work together and when we push it out, we can really fight all the other so-called bigger countries in a sense. And it's just a huge honor to represent Singapore at anything.
Any personal tips or words of encouragement for aspiring athletes in Singapore, the young athletes? Not that you're not young, you're really, really young too, but even younger than you.
Yeah, for sure. Basically, set goals for yourself every day, small ones. If you have little ones every day, soon you'll look back and you'll realize how far you've come. And if you have these goals, don't be scared to go for them, because usually it's not fear that holds you back, it's the fear of not trying to get over that. And, just try every opportunity you have. There's only good to come out of trying your best and working your hardest, for sure.
How important is the support that's come from your family, your friends, and the rest of Singapore, particularly in heading into the SEA Games for you?
So heading into the SEA Games, it was very tough road. Certain setbacks, certain downfalls, and it's not always going to be easy, but knowing that I have my family at my back and my coach at my back, it really helped to push me through all those setbacks and to push harder, because many times you feel like giving up, but then because you have that family there, that no matter what happens, they are always there for you and they will push you, and that really helps, because if not, it's really hard to get through everything and all the setbacks. So it 100% very important that I had them all the time with me.
Who has been your greatest inspiration?
I'd say my twin sister, Chantal, for sure. When we were younger, we actually both were competitive figure skaters, and she was someone I really looked up to. We're only a minute apart, but she was always the ethic she had and the love and passion she had for the sport was something that I really aspired and wanted to kind of be like as well. And going into this, she's just kind of always there with me, and it's just special to me to have her there and to know that whatever I do, she's always believed in me from the beginning. Not that no one else hasn't, but to know that she's been there for me from the beginning and believed in me through ups and downs. She's definitely been a role model, and she's been through so much, and she's come out stronger than before, and I just want to be able to do that too.
Hi, I'm Pagiel Sng.
Hi, I'm Chloe Ng, and we're from Team Singapore.
Come and support us at SEA Games 2019. See ya!